EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Washington football team. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Pulls it in.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Chubb. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Finding some room at midfield. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A huge play there for Washington. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the red zone now, Wentz escaping the pressure right. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, the Twins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Shit. Trick three.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So that's a out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Chubb will get the call, running left. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now Chubb running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to carry the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And Thomas has it. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield off the play fake. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, Chubb broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd and 7, Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Wentz now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Fielded at about the 28. Touchdown, Carolina! 72 yards on the punt return. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
And that jumps the excitement level up a few notches, doesn't it? What a big-time punt return for a touchdown. Now their cohorts on the special team side, they've got to add the PAT.
That would be the equalizer. Extra point splits the uprights. And will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Wentz. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Check.
Now Wentz on third down. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play there for Washington.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Escaping the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. To the right side and complete to Thomas. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing. Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From the gun on third down, Wentz.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Wentz going to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
McCaffrey will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, This offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Thomas brings it in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the Panthers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
Tackle there by William Jackson, former Bengal.
You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, they keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Carolina, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The first quarter of the season already go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Pass, catch, first down for Tunyon. Undrafted at Indiana State, but he really came on in 2020. 52 catches, and even more importantly, 11 touchdowns.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now it's Rodgers. Lets it go for Nelson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Packers. J.J. Nelson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Push him back. Push him back. 31.
Burrow looking to pass. Buying time to his left. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. 26 Mike.
On third down, Burrow. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Jones. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Second down and 5. On play action. Now Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it. Incomplete pass. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He finds his man. Complete. It's Watson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And Watson has it right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd and inches, Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Rodgers going to throw. He'll find Jones again. Complete. Touchdown. Aaron Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And Jamar Chase won the 2019 Biletnikoff Award as the nation's top receiver while at LSU. And the guy who threw him the passes there, Joe Burrow, now his quarterback at Cincinnati.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Burrow being chased out left. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Pass incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he has the 1st down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And this is caught by Williams. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyrell Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation. The scoreboard tells a story for them a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Play action. Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Second and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. They still can't get him. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Burrow. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Burrow on play action. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Play action. It's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12.
Now Burrow on first down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
11 MT.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Here we go. Right 80. Jump. Watch out.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. That's caught at the 1. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for Cincinnati.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second down and 4, Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll get this down to the 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. This will be caught by Nelson for a Packer touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers, and the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Sam Hubbard, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers. Big hold of the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
Yeah, showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Just keeping the play alive. He's got the hook up here to Nelson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And Watson has it right side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down. Here's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25. Boy, so another interception.